So once again, the Bills fall in the playoffs to Patrick Mahomes. Now Josh Allen is 0-4 versus Mahomes in the playoffs. And it's just so unfortunate because it really felt like this could have been the Bills' year. And at the end of the game there, they had a chance to put the game away, down 3, a few minutes left. They could have driven the ball down the field, scored a touchdown, and potentially, booked their ticket to the Super Bowl. And they just weren't able to get it done. And on that 4th and 5 play, Spagnuolo sends a blitz. And honestly, the fact that Josh Allen was able to get that ball off and actually put it perfectly for Dalton Kincaid, unfortunately, it's not going to be remembered in the long haul, in the long run, just because Kincaid dropped it. But if Kincaid catches that pass, that would probably be one of the better plays in playoff history because of, 4th and 5, down 3, chance to go to a Super Bowl. That play would have put them on the edge of field goal range with about a minute and a half left, and I think the Bills, they could have scored there to take their team to the Super Bowl. And Kincaid, he had to turn around and make a jump to the ball, but it hit his hands or hit his arms, and he should have caught it. So Josh Allen, this one, once again against Mahomes, Josh Allen plays nearly elite football. And now when we look at Josh Allen in his 4 games against the Chiefs in the playoffs, 0-4, but he has 11 touchdowns, 1 turnover, 100.2 passer rating. And I think for most other guys, if you would have said anyone else had 11 touchdowns and 1 turnover in 4 games, how many games do you think that team would have won? You'd probably say all of them, maybe 3. And yet somehow the Bills are 0-4 in these games. And I think the reality is that Patrick Mahomes is that good. He is an insanely talented quarterback, and with Andy Reid as a play caller, it's just very hard to get consistent stops. And you do have to give the Bills credit, the Bills defense credit on the play before the Bills' final drive. They do hold the Chiefs to a field goal, and so they did give Josh Allen and the Bills' offense an opportunity to score a touchdown to take this game, to take this team to a Super Bowl. And unfortunately, they weren't able to get it done. And then on the final drive, the Bills defense had a chance to get the Bills offense the ball back one more time. And unfortunately, 2 different pass plays get the Chiefs 2 different first downs. And that pretty much sealed the deal for the Chiefs to get to their 5th Super Bowl in 6 seasons. And so the Bills defense, you wish they could have played a little bit better on that final drive to maybe give Josh Allen one more chance. But, most defenses in these kind of clutch situations, Mahomes is so talented. He's so good. Andy Reid is such a great play caller that it's just so hard to stop them consistently. And that's where you have, Josh Allen playing nearly out of his mind and playing top tier football and still unable to get over Patrick Mahomes in the playoffs. And, you think about the future for the Bills, you really wonder if they'll ever be able to get past Patrick Mahomes. And it really felt like maybe this year would be their chance. And even though Josh Allen played nearly, perfect football, they still weren't able to get it done. No turnovers for the Bills. The Chiefs had 1, and still the Chiefs are able to win by 3. And I think, when you look at the reasons for the Bills losing this game, there are a few plays here and there that were somewhat questionable calls. The 4th and 1, where Josh Allen looked to get to the line. It looked to me like he was there. You couldn't see the actual ball, but where he was positioned, it really looked like he got a first down. I was pretty shocked that they didn't rule that a first down. And so you have a play like that where they don't get it. And then you have that one play where the ball, it was a rule to catch for the Chiefs, almost an interception. Looked like the ball could have hit the ground. Now that one, I don't think that was quite as clear for me. It looked like the ball, it did touch the ground, but it didn't look like it really forced it to move too much. So I get why they kept that call. But in games against the Chiefs, it's always so close with the Bills where it's just so many little plays here or there could have changed the outcome of the game. You have the 4th and 1. The Bills, I think, went 3 for 8 in short yardage situations. They were consistently being stopped by the Chiefs defense. And so you would have hoped that the Bills could have found a way to convert those plays. And it did feel like they were running the same thing most times. And the Chiefs sort of seemed to have their number and stop them a majority of the time. So maybe you would have liked to see some different play calls, maybe run the ball to James Cook on 4th and 1 instead of having Josh Allen try to convert it. But I do understand it. Josh Allen is a massive guy, and all season long, I think they were pretty good at converting in short yardage situations during the regular season. So I see why they stuck with it. But when you're playing Mahomes, you pretty much have to be better than perfect. And the Bills defense, they allow 32 points. A lot of it's on them, but there aren't many, defenses that come playoff time, crunch time, are able to stop Mahomes, because in those big time moments, big time games, Mahomes typically comes through. And so going forward for Josh Allen, it's tough, it's frustrating, and I really don't know what the solution is for the Bills going forward, because you play nearly your best football and you still can't get the job done. I did see some Bills fans suggesting that McDermott should be gone, but it's honestly just tough for any team to get past the Chiefs. I mean, 5 Super Bowls in 6 seasons, when you have guys like Lamar Jackson, guys like Joe Burrow, and still Mahomes has gotten to 5 Super Bowls in 6 years. It's frustrating. I didn't want to see the Chiefs in the Super Bowl again. I wanted to see Bills Commanders. Unfortunately, we're getting Chiefs Eagles once again, which I think most people didn't really want to see. But, it is what it is. But I just don't think that getting rid of McDermott is going to solve any problems. He's gotten you this close. And for the Bills offense, when you look at the Chiefs defense this year, the Chiefs had a really solid defense. And 2 of the highest point totals from the season were from the Bills against the Chiefs. You take out that Week 18 game where the Chiefs rested their starters, the Bills put up the 2 highest point totals against the Chiefs. So it just wasn't enough near the end there for the Bills to get over that hump. And so once again, they go into the offseason trying to figure out a way to get past Patrick Mahomes. And we'll see if it ever happens. I want to see Josh Allen in a Super Bowl, but with Mahomes there, it has been impossible so far. If you guys want more NFL content, feel free to subscribe. I put out NFL videos multiple times a week, so feel free to subscribe and turn on the notifications so you don't miss any content.